the comparison to the previous one. Estadio Conmebol, capacity 60,000, Asunción. Conmebol is going to build a stadium with a capacity for 45,000 people, expandable to 60,000 in Asunción, as announced by the organization at the annual Congress held in the Paraguayan city of Luque. A precise location for construction still remains to be determined, but there is already a budget forecast that will be around $50 million for the first year of work. Now we take a closer look at Europe. 3 stadiums from Portugal are certain to participate in the tournament, and max 11 of the 15 Spanish venues will be selected. Estadio
From the Atlantic across the savannah to the Sahara, we rise, a land of the free, we know they tire. We dream great, our spirit is undying.
Resilient, rooted like palm tree, we sway in colors, with undying demand. We make solutions, we ignite passion, yeah. Authenticity is unique, we are more than just
we are Nigeria, strengthening unity. We know they carry life. We are Nigeria, together live the dream of a land with great destiny. We are Nigeria.
I am the real Nigerian. Brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
Hello there, and many thanks for joining us on today's edition of AM Sports. Your morning tea coming your way from NT Sports 24 and Badi Adele. As always, we're reaching you from the Moshood Abiola National Stadium here in Abuja. And on the show today, we're counting down. It's just less than 48 hours to Nigeria's game against Rwanda down there in Kigali. What's going to happen? Crunch game, 3 points available, and it's a must-win encounter for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And of course, the same thing for the host nation, because everyone wants to go to the 2026 World Cup holding in the Americas. That's, United States of America, Mexico, and Canada. Quite interesting. So we'll give you the latest coming from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria as they plan to talk to the media later today. And of course, we're going to see their last training session, 2 done already. We saw one on on Tuesday evening and another one on Wednesday evening. And again today we expect them to train that will be their final training session ahead of Friday's game, which will be live on NTA. So we'll also bring you details of other qualifying games around the continent and of course abroad, in other parts of the world outside the African continent, and also bring to you some interesting stories trending in the world of sports. Anytime we come your way, it's always a loaded package, and of course today's edition will be no different. Many thanks again for joining us. Alright, you know the way we roll on the show. We bring to you our companion segments, from the exercise to the newspaper review and of course our interesting discussions. And today, as usual, we're starting with the exercise segment. Udwaki Kara, who has been doing an amazing job, in helping us keep body and soul together, is on standby to continue, the exercise series that she started with us just yesterday. Let's go join her.
Welcome guys to our Tabata workout class. This session is designed to give you a full cardio and strength workout while bumping to some of our favorite Tabata songs. My name is Udwaki Kara and I'll be your trainer for today. Let's go. Alright, put your left leg on the step board. We're crunching this way, alright? So right hand up. 3, 2, take it out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Make sure to crunch to the side, okay, to the side. Let's go, side. That's it, side. Good job. Keep those knees up, guys. All right. In 3, 2, 1, stop. Now that we're done, I know, that's the reaction I was expecting. So now we start with the right leg up. Ready? 3, 2, let's go. Step, drive. Step, drive. Step, drive. Good job. Step, drive. Good. I love this. Keep it up. Come on. Almost there. All right, in 3, 2, 1, stop. So now we're facing this way. Right leg is on the step board. We're crunching our left side. All right? 3, 2, let's go. Good. Good. That's it. Breathe. Good job. Well done. Come on, guys. I know you love this one. Breathe. 3, 2. All right, I'm gonna go in and see what's going on. Left leg goes first. I know. But very low impact, not too much. Take it up, Gila. Step. Good. Good job. Good job. Come on, peeps. Go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Breathe, don't lose it, don't lose it. Come on. Now come. Supposed to start with your left side. Come on. Correct that. Come on. Good. Left. Beautiful. Nice. So now we're facing here. The left leg stays up. You're crunching your right side. Ready? 3, 2. Crunch it up. Sonia, are we tired already? Come on. Breathe. Toby, how's it going? Good. Go. Breathe. Nice. Abdul, I love it. Looks like you're enjoying this more than I am. Good. Let's go. Breathe. With us, 3, 2. That's it. Come on, guys. You're starting with your right leg now. Let's do this. Ready? All right. Good job. There you go. Make sure you stay low. That's how you engage your core. Breathe. Good job. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Now we face here. Right leg is up. Last one. Well done, guys. Well done. Well done. Good. 3, 2. Here we go. Good. Good. It's the last one, guys. Come on. Breathe. 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 Good job. Good. Smile with it, guys. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. How do your legs feel? Beautiful. Somebody clapped. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well done. All right, everybody. Next song is Happy, and this is the routine. Oh, these are the routines. Work with me. First one is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Modified is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Pretty straightforward. The second workout is 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2. Are we ready? Let's go. Okay, we're punching to the left side first. Let's go, let's go. Keep your hands up. All right. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 5, 4. All right, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Good. Bring your feet together. That's it. All right. Ready? In 3. This way first. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. That's it. Let's go. Breathe. Breathe. Keep your back straight. Arms as well. Breathe. All right. In 3, 2. That's it. Good job. Back to the first workout. We're punching this way first. Ready? Let's go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Nice one. We made it. Well done, Sonia. Come on. Well done. Well done. That was good. That was perfect. Alright, so I'm glad you enjoyed the workout. We look forward to having you do more of our videos. Thank you so much. My name is Udaki Kara. See you next time.
Into his path. Second game point. Absolutely fascinating. Yes, we've got real entertainment here in this one. That's better. That's the point that he needed, just to give himself the breathing space. Game point. And he has the game.
Segun Toriola, a Nigerian table tennis player, is a legend in the world of sports. Born on September 18, 1974, in Ilorin, Nigeria, he began playing table tennis at a young age and quickly showed promise. In 1992, Toriola made his Olympic debut in Barcelona, representing Nigeria. Over the years, he continued to improve and participate in every subsequent Summer Olympics. By 2008 in Beijing, He had already competed in 5 Olympics, matching the record for any African athlete. His dedication and skill earned him a spot in the London 2012 Olympics, and then again in Rio 2016, making him the first African to compete in 7 Olympic Games. Throughout his career, Toriola's sportsmanship, perseverance, and love for table tennis inspired many young athletes in Nigeria and across Africa. Even though he never won an Olympic medal, his achievements and the barriers he broke made him a true champion in the hearts of many.
Is open in the semifinals, and one of these men will take it in just like that. Michael Duke floors Tyrone Spong. Big right hand by Duke. Duke said he has nothing to lose, and he's showing that right now. A couple of other shots get through from Duke. Oh, big shot from Tyrone Spong. Floors Michael Duke.
Michael Duke is in big trouble here. His eyes are crossed. He just ate. Oh no, this fight's over.
He's not getting up.
Dylan Brooks is in. He's got 5 fouls. Zakai's going to have a go right at him. Wow! Exquisite! Nobody in this game can do the special things with the basketball like Kyrie Irving.
Exquisite.
The flyby. Oh my goodness. Bring at the basket. 11-point fourth quarter for De'Aaron Fox. Spin cycle. So much jelly that can't be jam. What a play by De'Aaron Fox.
He's going to be with Houston and Golden State. Cannot wait. And Simmons again. Right-handed jam. The seas parted for Ben Simmons. He's got a couple of those in this game. But these Nuggets have all been together for the most part. Now it goes. And oh!
All right, you're still watching the Sports, coming your way from NT Sports 24. Straight away, we're moving to the newspaper review segment, and there's no time to waste time. I can tell you for the very first time this week, our very own Regina Obina makes her appearance on this segment. Regina, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Badi.
So, if you're going to predict, the result of the game between Rwanda and Nigeria, what do you think is going to happen?
For me, the performance preparations on ground, I expect that Nigeria should win. Yeah.
I thought you said Regina should win. Okay, no problem. I want to believe you're very much ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, she says she's good to go. So Regina will be back shortly with her guest to give us the newspaper review segment. Do stay with us.
us on newspaper review segment of AM Sports. I'm Regina Obina. We'll be reviewing one paper today, but shortly we'll be taking a short break. And when we come back, we'll be taking a look at some important latest sports to be reviewed. Stay with us. Welcome back. We have a latest update on our newspaper and the Point Sport Extra, where we have the revival mission. Ekong keen to restore Eagles World Cup hopes with Rwanda win. Firstly, we have a special guest, Tewase, in our midst to do justice to the paper. Tewase, happy to have you this morning.
Yeah, good morning, Regina.
Good morning to you. Yeah. All right, we'll have the top story here, revival mission. Ekong keen to restore Eagles World Cup hopes with Rwanda win. This is coming up tomorrow. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I'm very supportive of the fact that the Eagles are beginning to, think in the right direction. Yes, the revival mission. Previous performances back the World Cup have not been really impressed, and yeah, most especially losing at Rwanda here in Nigeria 2-1. It was so disastrous, so disappointing. Yeah. A big disappointment for the Super Eagles and Nigeria at large. So now, if they think they really want to, turn the fortunes around, revival mission. Yes, he has to be. As the captain of the team, yes, he got to take the responsibility upon his shoulders, and then he's keen to restore Eagles World Cup hopes. That's exactly what we want. We want to see Nigeria participate in World Cup next year in North America. Okay. We missed out on the last one, so we can't afford to, the giant of Africa, a footballing nation like Nigeria and the continent, the most successful football, nation put together, both at the junior and at the senior level on the continent, can't afford to miss, back-to-back World Cup, which is coming up next year in North America.
How with the huge preparation on ground, we want to believe that Super Eagles will give us their best tomorrow.
Yes. Of course, the key players, they hit the camp early, the likes of Victor Osimhen, the captain himself, and then, the spirit has been very, very high. So with this, it's about the target. It's a make or mark, mission. If you don't win this very encounter, and then the Zimbabwe back here in Nigeria, we should be forgetting about qualifying for the next World Cup. So it's very important. Everybody, all hands on deck. The players, the coaches, and the nation at large, the football administrators, our partners of the Super Eagles are in for this game, and I believe at the end of the day, we should have the desired result.
Okay, we'll also be taking a look at another one here. This is Adepoju wants Chelsea against new system. What's the reaction to this, Mr. Tewase?
Adepoju does what?
Adepoju wants Chelsea against new system. This is the coach, Super Eagles coach, has been won by Adepoju against new system.
Where Motiu Adepoju, a legendary, Nigerian attacker, he's got the experience. He has worked well on different occasions with different coaches, and he knows what it means by bringing a new tactical formational system into, the team. Yeah, it's just a call to attention that look, even if you're bringing in, a new formation or system into the team, be wary of not dumping what they've been used to. Yeah, you can inject, bring in new, ideas and all of that, your philosophy. But then you should be wary, you should be cautious in executing, your new tactics.
Okay, we'll also be taking a look at Terry confident Mikel can still shine in the English Premier League. Tewase, do you think Mikel Obi can still play in the
I don't know the confidence John Terry is having in Mikel Obi. Even like as his former, teammate at Chelsea, whom they succeeded, hugely during their generation, winning almost all possible trophies. Yeah, Terry, he's still confident in Mike, but for me, I don't think. Yeah, we got his spell. The last one he got in the championship with Middlesbrough, and then age, kept knocking on the door and he had to retire. But saying Mike will still do very well in the EPL with the spirit in EPL. I don't think so. Well, that's his opinion. He's expressing some confidence, and let's see if Mike, can do it. He should go there and prove himself.
Yeah.
That's where our confidence can be built.
Okay. We'll also be reviewing another one. This is Lukman Chukwueze among Serie A top 50 dribblers. Can they replicate the same form for Nigeria?
For Lukman, yes. He has proven himself over the years. Don't forget, he's the current world African #1 football player. Chukwueze, I might doubt that, but in Syria, that ranking top 50 is quite a huge number of players in the Syrian Italian Syria. If they are ranked among the top 50, that's a plus for them.
Yeah,
and then that's for Chukwueze. He has dropped some form in recent time. He fell under huge criticism, and I just believe he stands a chance. He takes that upon himself to not to allow that to be a barrier to his career. But for Super Eagles, replicating that in Super Eagles, where Ademola Lookman very 101%. But for Chukwueze, he still has some work to do, actually, to buy the confidence of the Super Eagles fans.
Alright, though it's not easy to make a top 50, but I think for Lookman, yeah, we all know he can. He has proven himself, and Africa are proud of him. Alright, I will also be taking a look at, away from Nigeria, we have the United join Bellingham's race. Do you think Manchester United should sign Jude Bellingham?
Mission impossible for Manchester United right now, because Jude Bellingham, initially he rejected Liverpool for Real Madrid. He knew where he was headed to. He actually wanted to. He actually, rejected Liverpool for Real Madrid, and since he joined the Santiago Bernabeu team, he has been in top form. He has done wonders, breaking some records, been a pivotal, played a pivotal role in the Madrid midfield. I don't think any club else in the world right now will be able to uproot Jude Bellingham from Spain to not to talk of United, who have been in chaotic situation all this year. Ruben Amorim, we understand that he's trying to recruit the crop of players that he can set, hit the ground running during it, at the commencement of next season. But for Jude Bellingham, I don't see this coming, to pass.
Okay, wow. We'll also be taking a look at coming from Al Nassr open Gabriel transfer talks. After snubbing Real Madrid, do you think Saudi is the next destination for Gabriel?
All these papers, some of these headlines, they try to make sure that they can actually get the attention of some market out there. If Gabriel deal to Madrid, where it wasn't confirmed, no official bid has been made for this player. These are somewhat some speculation out there in the market, but for Gabriel, I think he would prefer a Madrid destination to to Saudi Arabia. If not for the sake of money, yeah, Madrid has money. They can pay you what actually you want. They can trigger your release clause. They can pay you wages times 2 or times 3 or what Arsenal is paying you. But maybe if you actually want a mouth-watering, kind of a contract, he might opt for But at his age, at his peak, he's at the peak of his career. So why not stay in where your presence can be fed more, and then you have some something more to offer even for your national team, which is Brazil.
Yeah, very well. Okay, wow, thank you so much for this exciting review in the newspaper. I will also be taking a look at Saudi keen on Salah switch. Do you think Mohamed Salah should make the big money move to Saudi Arabia?
This is one player that the Saudi Arabians kept knocking, and the door has not been opened for them. I actually I actually like their resilience, their consistency, their persistency. At one point they made an offer. They wanted Salah to be the world a staggering record that no one, his wages could surpass everybody. They even wanted his wages to surpass that of Cristiano Ronaldo and all of that, just to try and tempt him out of Anfield. But the guy's commitment, the guy's spirit is rooted at Anfield. But we don't know. He's got some some back and forth in the contract extension by the Liverpool management in recent, especially this season. So I don't know what the future holds for him. If at the end of the season Liverpool management fails to give him the contract, extend his contract to to his expectation, maybe he might be tempted to to leave Anfield. But he has been a legend. He has had a very fantastic season. Fantastic is even an understatement. Salah had come into Liverpool, and season after season he keeps breaking records. He loves the club loves him, the fans love him. He's the man of the moment. Wow. A legend, a living legend for Liverpool.
That's a good one. Really, it's really an exciting one for Salah. If he could do this well, then I'm sure other teams will want to have him around. They'll want to bring him so he could also do better in the team and develop more on their sports line. Thank you, Tewase, for joining me on the newspaper review segment. And to my viewers, thanks a lot for tuning in. This is much we can take on our newspaper for today. I will be joining Bade Adele or more on AM Sports. Go nowhere.
The man you have been waiting for, the Paul Rexos, Mike Tyson. Do you think Mike Tyson can skate through young Paul take on the great Mike Tyson?
Punches in this area and up will be considered legal. Punches in this area and up will be considered legal. Chuck and want this?
Mike Tyson turned pro nearly 12 years before Jake Paul was born. Fought his final official match when Paul was 8 years old. He's boxed 215 pro rounds compared to Paul's 52 rounds. But Jake Paul told us he's wearing the most expensive fight shorts ever with a price tag of $1 million for the full wardrobe. His appearance has 380 carats in diamonds made by shoe surgeon, painted by Alec Monopoly. He wants to shine bright like a diamond here tonight as he is standing across from his father Greg's favorite fighter. His dad broke down in tears when he told him he was going to face Mike Tyson. We are putting the real into real, and Tyson in his trademark coming out fast
or how fast he can be at 58, Roy Jones.
He's very fast at 58 still, as you saw right there. He still might just wonder how much can his leg take chasing Jake around.
The other team has the best player in the world. Great players have a way of allowing you to flow into the game. It's into the flow there. Hogan, nice feed to Curry, little fake to get rid of Irving. Talk about instant contribution. Curry connects. Curry's third field goal. Mo buckets. Spates does it again. Curry looking for the opening. Curry for three. Puts it in. Curry with the steal. Steps back for three. Bang! Curry guarded by James. Curry gets away, scoots inside again, left-handed, banks it in. Some very strong offensive games in these playoffs. Draymond Green with the slam. Nice pass, and Green throws it in. Thompson and Steph Curry with a beautiful find. Curry floats that one up and gets it to go. For Curry. Barnes.
I don't like how Shumpert right now is guarding Steph Curry.
Oh, Curry. Beautiful left hand from Stephen Curry. Bogut with the finish.
Howard left his shoes by half court.
Tries a three. Puts it in. Iguodala with one sneaker on. Nails the three-pointer. Thompson fires.
I never collect you. I don't collect you.
we're fired up. Of course, we know we have a big job ahead. It comes with the pressure, but I keep saying to everyone that this pressure is a privilege. So all the boys are feeling that. We're very happy to work with a new coach. He's given us a lot of new instructions. So for us, it's just to make sure that we understand what he wants from us on Friday, but we're working towards that now. These are the key moments and where you have to stand up, but none of us are afraid of that. And like I said, this pressure is a privilege for all of us. It's always special when I'm here. Whenever I have to have this badge on my chest, I'm very, very happy. So being with the new coach, we tried the best to welcome him as quick as possible. He's been very clear and yeah, what he wants from us, what he's expecting. And now it's just for us to understand it and then do the job. So, like I said, I'm very happy that he's here and he's given us a lot of information already, and we're looking forward to the game on Friday. We try to break it down into things that we can actually achieve, objectives. And I think if you just play the occasion, you're going to get lost in it. So we're trying to prepare for the game and be very objective in how we approach it, what we need to do to focus on Rwanda. Of course, we have to respect them for their position in the table. And I think we understand what they want to do. Of course, they have a new coach as well, so it's going to be a very loaded match, but we just try to break it down and focus on the things that we can control. We have 230 million plus Nigerians that are going to be our biggest fans or our biggest critics, and yeah, it's part of the game. I think all of us understand that, and most of the players have been here long enough to be able to handle that.
I was just doing my thing. I don't even know. When I saw the provisional list, I was shocked. I was like, oh, okay. And when I saw the Nigerian list, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Thanks to God. But it's not easy to be there. And seeing the big boys in camp, being my first time, in the Super Eagle, I'm very, very happy. And seeing them around is a motivation for me, to do more and to show them what I have and be humble. We have everything, we have the qualities of player. We can, and I just pray for the luck. Just the luck. I'll be very, very happy if I have the chance, and I'll show Nigeria and the world who I am and what I can do. I love good footballers. When I see you play and I know I can learn something from you, I just I admire them. Okay, yeah, I can learn, and I pick things I know how to I need to play and just do for myself.
Alright, the show is still AM Sports, coming away from NTA Sports 24 straight away, just like we started moment ago. We're talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That must-win encounter against Rwanda. In less than 48 hours, and we cannot wait to see what Eric Chelle and his boys will do against the Amavubi. And of course, now joining us to talk more in the build-up to the match on Friday afternoon, or let me say Friday evening. It's no other person than one of our own, this football historian, the man who has deep knowledge when it comes to sports analysis. So let's welcome him back to the show because it's been a while. Jacob Oyekale. Thank you for coming on the show, sir.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
It's always beautiful having you, and of course, we must confess that we missed you. Nice to have you on the show. Straight away, we found ourselves in, should I say, an uncomfortable situation.
A precarious situation.
I was trying to, make it, look minimal. But quite interesting that, it's still very much possible mathematically for the Super Eagles to qualify. Just 6 points in 2 games could change, the story. But we have to start against Rwanda. What do you make of the situation we've found ourselves at the moment?
Basically, we were the architects of our own situation, being that the fault will be shared among every stakeholder in the football industry. The NFF on their part, knowing fully well what Pissarro was offering then was not good enough, and their inability to take decision on time, and also the invitation of players at a point in time, some are questionable. You understand? Because if it is array of stars, Nigeria is not short of some of the best assembly of legs you can talk about anywhere in the world, not only in Africa. But sometimes we fall short of inviting players on merit. And also, when you see players performing, it is not about just putting 11 players on the field, but rather playing to the strength of these players. How do these players excel in their club sides? How do you play them in Nigeria? If Osimhen is scoring 20, 30 goals in his club and he's not scoring in Nigeria, there must be a problem. If Olaina is the best right back in the EPL and his contemporary society, whereby you talk about AI, you talk about technology, teams study you, they study your players. Likewise, you should be able to study the opposing team, study their style of play, then you strategize on how to play them. By and large, we find ourselves in this situation. Moving forward, Eric Chile has enough to chew in his mouth, and he is condemned to win. No any other alternative, no option, you must just win. Good enough, you have players coming into the camp with high level of form. And Osimhen scoring a hat-trick.
So he's on top of the league now.
Scorers chart. And Aribo has resuscitated himself, though his team Southampton is sinking, but playing in the Premier League is enough profile for you to really make anything. You can also talk about the likes of Olaina, the likes of Kevin Bassey, who has gotten himself among the goals of late. The form of Iwobi is one of the mainstay in Fulham. So the list is endless in the Super Eagles. All the coach needs to do is to know how to play them. As I said earlier, what is the strength of your opponent? What is their style of play? How do you intend to capitalize on their weakness? That is how to go. And if your team is big enough, you can go into the game and bully your team. If you have the stars, go with that sagacity, bully them and get the needed win. Rwanda in the map of football are too minute to trouble the Super Eagles. That's on paper, but now we need to just have find a way of winning the match. I think that should just be it now. Find a way of getting the 3 points, but goals difference too will also count at the end of the day. So they need to really do everything. And Chile, just as I said, this is his acid test. This is his first match. Let's see how he plays.
That's quite interesting, and of course, we heard from the captain not quite long, William Troost-Ekong, saying they are getting the instructions and all that from the coach, and it's quite confident that they are going to come out good. But at times they will tell you that how the weekend is going to be. You start knowing from is it Thursday or Friday? So most times you find out that it will have been yesterday that, you know, about 7-8 players will have arrived. They will have missed out on the first training session and all that. But only one player that had flight difficulty, flight challenge, that was not there, Alassane. But one thing that I noticed this time was that most of those players came early. They reported early to camp. With the body language and, you know, all these things you're saying, are you saying the seriousness that this game deserves?
One is that when there is a new coach, every player would want to get to the good books of the coach. Every player will want to get a play, because if the coach is staying 5-6 years and your starting is bad, you might not get to his plan again. So every player, one, it is the new coach syndrome. Two is that every player wants to play at the World Cup, and knowing our position now, there is no time to play, no time to really waste. You must get on your marks and go if you intend to be at the World Cup. Remember, we missed out at the last World Cup in Qatar. So it is not really good enough for the profile of this country, Nigeria, to miss out on 2 consecutive World Cups, not even an expanded World Cup, having that large number, and we are found wanting. It doesn't speak well. Remember, we have the African Footballer of the Year 2023, African Footballer of the Year 2024. So how do you explain it that we can't make it to the World Cup? It is unexplainable.
Quite interesting. Just like you said, the match, you know, is less than 48 hours away, you know, now. Should I even say maybe around 32 hours? What would you suggest? How would you want, you know, the Super Eagles to approach the match if we actually want to win?
With all seriousness.
Okay.
And just as I said, the modern technology has enabled every team to go scientific with their team. How do the Rwandese play? Who are their biggest stars? What is the strength of their biggest stars? Who are those players that really make that team tick? How do they grind out their results? Then in Nigeria, what is our best style of play? Who are our best players? The good thing is, most of our players are just on the top of their game. So you cannot actually pick one as the best or not. In the central defense, for example, the MVP of the last tournament is Tross Ekong,
yes,
our own central defender. Calvin Bassey is a mainstay in Fulham, and they are pushing for Europe in the EPL. The best right back in EPL presently is Olaina. He has suited into the system of the coach, both in a 4-back system or 3-man defense and playing as wing back. He has succeeded so well in playing the 2 roles. And in the midfield, you have the likes of Onyedika, who is really doing an excellent job in Belgium. NDD has found a new form at Leicester in the midfield. Iwobi is doing the same. Aribo is doing the same. Even if Alassane has his flight delay, we have enough in that midfield to really keep us. And in the attack, we are spoiled of options. Are you talking about Lukman? Are you talking about Osimhen? Are you talking about Moses? Are you talking about Chukwueze? Even on the bench, you have enough.
We have Those that too, are not, though.
In Belgium, Tolu has really shown intent that if anyone sleeps, he's ready to take his opportunity. Even those that do not get to be invited would be really scratching their head that I'm waiting to take my opportunity. Talking about Cyril Dessers.
Yes.
His form both in Scotland and in Europe has been, I mean, worth talking about. So we approach the match with all seriousness. If you get to start, you must really do the job. I didn't mention the king of Bundesliga, Victor Boniface. So he's back from injury and he's doing the job. All of them must be up and doing and must be ready to really shed their blood for Nigeria, because we must qualify. Our pride is at stake. Even the African Footballer of the Year, their pride is at stake. You can't have 2 African Footballer of the Years back to back in a team and you can't qualify for World Cup. You shouldn't even say that. In the days of Okocha, Yekini, Olise, by now we are only sitting back to count the number of goals, not debating maybe we are going to win.
That's quite instructive. There's this thing that they always say that if it's not broken, don't fix it. But what if it's slightly broken? Because one thing that Finidi tried to do, and of course Austin Eguavoen did it straight away, was to keep to the newly discovered formation that Pesero used at the AFCON, which was, you can say 3-man or 5-man, defense line. So the option of 5-3-2, 5-4-1, 5-2-3, anyhow, but we just know that they have, 3 central defenders involved and 2 wing backs. Eguavoen decided to bring it back. And of course, it did work to an extent for him until he lost the game at home to Rwanda. Looking at this, if you're going to, suggest a tactical formation for, Coach Richarlison, would you want him to still keep the back 5?
Well, I am not the apostle of back 5, because it was hard for our players to interpret 3-4-3 system. At the end of the day, we on the pitch we play 5-2-3, isolating the 3 attackers and making it difficult to transit from midfield to attack. But if we play a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2, that has been a system suited for the Super Eagles. As a matter of fact, suited for our players to be able to express themselves, because a 5-man defense or a 3-man defense is a conservative system of football that needs a lot of discipline, a lot of time to master. But a 4-man defense, for example, you know that I'm playing from right wing back, left back, 2 central defenders, easy to interpret. You know your roles, you know who to mark. And if it's in the middle, if you are playing, that can also be twerk. If you have a sitting DM, then the 2 other midfielders rove within themselves. It is in those days you have a number 4 that the modern football call a number 6. Then you have a number 8, a number 10. But these days you can have a sitting DM and a 2-10 or a 2-8. Then you have your attackers. The 3 attackers, they don't play like wingers. They attack, and the system of play will be a convergent one. In wing play it is divergent, whereby they go to the wing and bring in crosses. But in this time around, when you play a convergent form of attack, you have attackers that convert. Any of the 3 should be able to score. So if we can play a 4-3-3 system, it suits us very well, and I can even do a probable with that. If you have your goalkeeper, you have Nwabali, Olaina, Bruno from the left back, then the center, of course, Calvin and Truss Ekong, and in the middle maybe you have to choose between Onyedika, but Onyedika is the one in form between Onyedika and Wilfred Ndidi. So, but Wilfred Ndidi has been able to play advanced role in his club. So you now choose between Ndidi and Aribo, but of course Iwobi has to get a starting shirt. And in the front, Osimhen, undebatable, is the point man, and Lookman has kept that left back, side of attack for himself, remaining the other side of attack. And Chukwueze has really struggled in the colors of national team. So if the struggle still continue, you can try Boniface or Simon to start from there, and you attack them with your strength, and if they are not performing, you know how to twerk from the bench. A Moses Simon is there, so it's a winnable game. Not a rocket science. We have players that are exposed enough, bigger in profile and status than the Rwandese. Forget that they are at the summit of the World Cup qualifier now, but mathematically we can still qualify. Not even only mathematically, we have enough chance to qualify. Win our next 2 games, and you see that it's just like a parade ground when you say about turn, the last takes the first and the first takes the last. So that's it.
Well, quite interesting. And of course, this match, I remember speaking to somebody recently, and the person said, see, Nigeria, I can't say Nigeria will win or lose. I will just try to stay on the fence. And that's what, many people have, they are used to now. Because the Super Eagles, when you think that, okay, it's going to be an easy one for them, they make it difficult for themselves. But now playing away, they lost their last game in New York. So they are playing away now. The home advantage is there for the Amavubi. But for the Super Eagles, since they are professionals, they play on away grounds almost, every other week in their respective leagues. How do they survive playing away on the African continent? Why we know that that's one of the tools that Rwanda want to deploy.
You see, name plays a role in football. I remember in 2005, Nigeria was in a dicey situation, and we had to go and play Zimbabwe in Harare. And it was tagged the Battle of Harare. Zimbabwe has put up a splendid performance, led with the man they call Electric Feet, Peter Ndlovu, and they felt they are in a good stead to defeat Nigeria. Okocha came and he changed the entire scenario. Zimbabwe were annihilated, 3 unreplied goals, and they ended up clapping for Okocha that day. Today, by tomorrow, we have an Osimhen who is unplayable for Galatasaray. You have a Lukman who is a game changer for Atalanta. So by the end of tomorrow, if they put up their A game, they will end up applauding our players after a resounding victory. We pray they bring on their A game. Regardless of home or away, these players we are talking about have seen it all. Etrus Ekong have played in more than 6-7 countries, from England to Holland, from Holland to Italy to Turkey, now to Saudi Arabia. So what fright can really affect him? He has played at the World Cup in Russia. A person like Lukman has played in Germany, he has played in Italy, has played in England. He has seen it all. Players like Kevin Bassey, even Nwabali, though he's playing in South Africa, he has kept at the Nations Cup. So playing away should not be a factor for Super Eagles as it stands now. If teams can come and pick points in your home, you can actually go there and pick maximum points. This time around, it is not about home or away. Go and win your match, and that is the deal.
I love that. They should just go straight away to the business of the day, play your game, focus on winning, and at the end of the day you could see the fans applauding you. In fact, most of them will want to see Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman for the very first time in their lives. Even I could remember with Nigeria, we needed that win against Ghana here at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in the World Cup qualifier for the 2022, World Cup. But people were still busy, very much busy applauding Party.
So some factors actually contributed to our performance that day. The pitch was new. We've not really tested it so well. And expert advised that if that is the case, there are steps you need to take. And that takes me to our planning generally. It is not just about those that are playing football. You need some kind of technical advice. That day, they were advised not to wet that pitch.
Can you imagine?
Because those that know about grass will tell you the grass will be slippery, which makes the ball bounce faster and move faster on that grass. That was what Partey used to score our goalkeeper Uzoho that day. The moment he kicked the ball and it moved faster than anticipated. So beyond even playing on the field, there must be a technical team, which some of us do advise, but your ideas are being ignored sometimes. That it doesn't matter, but everything, every detail matters. And that is why you see some of this Western world or the Grade A country, they succeed well in football because they don't ignore any details. It is not only about the coach and the 11 players. Even where they are going to play, there will be an advanced team that must have gone to study the playing pitch, the height of the grass, if they need to cut it, the slope of the field, if their player do leg over, if there is possibility for the ball to move here and there. You know, there are some little details that we ignore, that other countries take advantage of. That was part of what conspired to us not getting a win in that match. Even in advanced situation, you go and know the size of the pitch, because sizes of the football field vary.
Yes.
If it will allow you to play a long thrust football where you spread ball across to the wings where your player can run. If not, if it is a smaller pitch, you need passes together and you know how to catch your team. These are details that your team needs to know. Unfortunately, many a times you don't come do to our side. It is the regular 11 players, but football has gone beyond that.
Right. You're very much correct, and of course, I could remember one time like that. I think Samson Siasa was the coach of the Super Eagles, and Okocha came out and said, "Why would Nigeria concede that late? You were leading, playing at home, and you had ball boys, and your opponents needed the ball, and they gave it to them immediately. That how? You should have trained them that there is a way you play with the ball. You do as if you're looking for it, but." Before you know it, you've shortened it by, you've wasted their time by like 10 seconds. By the time you calculate all those things, that's part of it. You see players taking the ball to the corner side, trying to waste your time. Those are delay tactics. That's part of football too. And we see what, even Arsenal, what they do these days that they call dark arts. But football is not just, like you said, it's not just on the pitch. There are so many areas now that you just have to consider to win your games and all that. But just like many have predicted, many Nigerians are very confident that the Super Eagles, would win, the match on Friday. If they win and we're back to Nigeria for the match against, Zimbabwe, don't you think it will put us in a very good place? And of course, the confidence will be high for us to get another 3 points against Zimbabwe.
Exactly, that is where we want to be. That is where we are supposed to be. That is how it has been. That is how it's supposed to be. And that is how it should be. You get me?
I get it.
So, just as I've said and I'm repeating, winning is not negotiable. It's a must for us if we want to be at the World Cup. And I know these players want to be at the World Cup. You understand? Even 2025, the first quarter is almost off, and we still have players that should be competing to be African Footballer of the Year 2025. So you cannot just be a prophet outside your home. You must be a prophet in your home. Nigeria must be at the World Cup. This should be a song sung to the ears and the hearing of these players. Good enough. Some of them have never been at the World Cup, so they want to be at the World Cup.
Sure.
Osimhen has never been to the World Cup.
In fact, it's a new generation. All of them.
Only a few of them have been to the World Cup. It was a nail-biting situation for Olaina when he missed out at the World Cup, when he was dropped at the last minute in 2018. He couldn't make it to the World Cup. He will want to be at the World Cup. Only Trost Ekong in the central defense was at the World Cup. Okay, yes, Ndidi was there, and now Ndidi is not assured of a first team place now again. Yes, Iwobi too was at the World Cup. So only few of them. So a bulk of them will be hungry to be at the World Cup. So they must win.
All right. How do you feel, seeing the backing of the National Sports Commission, and of course even straight from the presidency? They've been told that, see, it's compulsory. We must win. So anyhow you're going to do it the right way, not by so the way anyhow you're going to do it, every legal means possible. Presidency to be interested and be saying, see, whatever it's going to take. If it's money, do not worry. But Nigeria, we must qualify. Is that not a huge motivation?
It is massive. I remember in 1992, the president gave a blank check to the Super Eagles then, led by the then chairman of the National Sport Commission, Alex Akinyele. They gave everything to the Super Eagles. The backing was so intense, and it was a direct one. And remember then, Dr. Amos Adamutu was playing a very active role, being a member of CAF and later FIFA. He used his own experience to really mediate between the National Sport Commission, the presidency, and the Super Eagles. Also, after missing out of the 2006 World Cup in Germany, the president, Ebele Jonathan, had to even set up what you call a presidential task force that included some of the governors, some of the ex-players. Okocha was one of the players that was involved in that. Nigeria must qualify for the 2010 World Cup hosted by South Africa. The present leadership of the National Sport Commission, the present leadership of the National Sport Commission, the twin strikers of Malam Shehu Diko, the twin strikers of Malam Shehu Diko and Honorable Bukola Olopade will not do anything short of motivating the Super Eagles to victory, because these two sport veterans know what it takes to be at major international tournament. Malam Shehu Diko used to be the second vice chairman of the NFF. So he knows all it takes to be at a major international tournament. And Bukola Olopade too knows what it takes. And good enough, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is really telling Nigerians that we are for the masses, we are for the youth. Nigeria's football. When Nigeria is playing football, you wouldn't know, maybe you are from Kano, or you are from Zamfara, or you are from Brunu, you are from Ogbomoso, you are from Ekiti, you are from Cross River, you are from Bayelsa. No, you are from Ekiti, you are from Kogi. We are Nigerians.
Yes.
So football is a unifying factor. We must keep to it, and the president is doing that. Kudos to President Tinubu for wading in, knowing that we must qualify.
We must qualify. That's the word, and that's quite interesting. I've enjoyed every bit of your analysis this morning. But one question before you go. If you're to predict the outcome of the game, what will it be?
I'm looking at a 2-0 victory for Super Eagles.
Oh, so Rwanda will not even score a goal.
They shouldn't score a goal.
Stanley Wabali, can you hear that? He said he should not concede even a goal. So we're looking forward to that. That would be quite beautiful. Okay, maybe those that will, those who like to put their money where their mouth is. That's it for you. You can take that from, the Oracle himself, JJ Oyekale. It's been beautiful having you on the show, so I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
All right. I've been speaking with no other person than our very own Jacob Oyekale. He's a football historian. Anything sports, just come and meet this man. He's, he's always loaded any day, any time. And of course, we've been discussing the Super Eagles of Nigeria, looking at the matches coming up against Rwanda and of course Zimbabwe. But the first one is against the Amavubi. We cannot wait to see what the Super Eagles will do on Friday evening. Do not forget that the match will be live on NTA. So where would you rather be if not NTA? All right, let's go on this very short break. When we return, I'll be introducing you to your newscaster for the 11 a.m. news. Do stay with us.
James gets in the paint and finishes. Isolated with Brown, backs in, falling away, got it! LeBron James.
Here's Bradley ahead of the field, goes to James on the top with the one first. Slam dunk.
Show us something. The third leading scorer in NBA history, passing Kobe.
4 rebounds closer to the top 10. LeBron! Behind the head, throw it down.
Gives it up, and this time James anticipates. LeBron James, big time flush. Shot clock winding down, gives it up. Westbrook call fake, no look. Slam down, LeBron James. A little extra sauce and a technical.
Jackson got a finger on it, but it'll be a deep three. LeBron getting down to a single digit deficit of the break. LeBron, nobody on him. She'll get another. The Lakers were. Down deep into the clock. Another. Yeah. Same result, same spot.
Ain't nothing you can do about that.
Right.
Let's do it. Cleveland. James sees an opening, drives inside, and the flush. 38 for James. James, long three-pointer. Now he James puts up a three. Bang! Ball stolen by Monk on the inbound. Monk, alley-oop to James.
But he did. And then Dream to LeBron right down the middle of the lane for the big time. 9 in the game. They're going to need everything he can deliver tonight. Hang in the air. Shovel it to LeBron. Here he comes. LeBron James. LeBron on the wing. LeBron. Fall back. Yes. 72.5%. LeBron. 50. He's put up 50.
James loses it. Gathers. Tough shot. Great.
Quite interesting. It's still AM Sports, and it's time for us to see our newscaster for this morning. Francisca Bile is in the news studio right there. Francisca, good morning to you.
Good morning to you too, buddy.
The build-up is really getting interesting. The Super Eagles are getting set for Friday's game. I remember you telling me on Wednesday that, it's going to go in favor of the Super Eagles. Or you want to change your mind now?
No, I'm actually hopeful, and I'm very sure that they are ready to actually win this game.
Oh, quite beautiful. We can't wait to join you at 11 for the news.
Thank you.
All right, Francisca Bile and the entire news crew will be back at 11 to give us the AM news. Just stay with us.
got a piece of it.
On the run, 2-on-1. Green the finish. Against Dudley. Nice.
But I think by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep.
Bridges. Oh my God. Giannis trailing the lob.
Jordan trying to shake off Starks.
Chalmers. Oh, James. Whoa.
Lead pass.
Whoa. Stop it. Stop it. They don't do him like that.
Speedy.
That was Mr. Snyder, just in case.
Good morning, changing a shot. This lead of 8, Miami's the largest of the game, but
against McConnell. Pick and roll. Morant.
Oh!
They were lucky that wasn't turned over.
Anthony Edwards, that time he does finish with the excellent.
You kind of see how it's affecting Tony Parker.
J.R. Smith. We just saw men fly.
Myers for Pippen.
Oh, a faithful Scottie Pippen in the face of Patrick Ewing, who did not appreciate it.
Here comes this ball. The lob.
Let's go! Oh, what a monster jam!
First half, another turnover for Utah. Edwards gets it back and threw it down and one.
Top 10 Steph Curry three-pointers ever. Let's go take a look. Starting off at number...
Super Eagles determined to get 3 points against Rwanda. Journalists are tasked to make use of technology in their reportage. Plus, Rivers Angels continued their impeccable performance in the ongoing NWFL League. Details of these and more coming up shortly. Hello and welcome to the news at 11. I am Francis Kabile. Sports pundits have urged the Super Eagles of Nigeria not to relent in the fight to secure the 2026 FIFA World Cup ticket as they face the Amavubi of Rwanda. They shared their sentiment during an interview with yours truly. The Super Eagles of Nigeria are set to face their African counterparts Rwanda in Kigali this Friday by 5 p.m. Nigerian time in a bid to revive their chances of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Nigeria have struggled in their first 4 group games, having failed to win. They have lost 1 and drawn 3, leaving them in 5th place in Group C. The Super Eagles will need to win their remaining games, starting with their trip to Rwanda to get a chance of qualifying for the next World Cup. The Super Eagles of Nigeria have played against Rwanda 7 times in their international meetings. Nigeria have defeated them twice, have drawn 4 and lost 1. Rwanda got their first victory over Nigeria in the last group game of the AFCON qualifiers, defeating them 2-1 in Uyo. Heading into the game, the Super Eagles will be looking to get revenge against their opponent away from home, following their previous outing. Rwanda, on the other hand, will be brimming with confidence after their win last time out. They will be looking to do a double against Nigeria. New head coach of the Super Eagles, Eric Chelle, released his final 23-man squad, with the list of Osimhen, Lookman and Aino included in the squad for the Rwanda and Zimbabwe clash.
First and foremost, everything is possible. Secondly, I was a player, I was a coach, I was a referee, I was an administrator. I was technical director for 7 years. If you say the heat, I've felt the heat in the past. Like I told you, everything is possible. It's not me or you that will make it possible. The government has their role in funding. The ministry has their role to supervise. The NFL has their role to provide before the players and officials. And NFF has never lacked. There's always been a minor issues with the players that is not being committed in the point of play. If they have been very careful from day one, we won't fall into this.
Any failure now is going to be catastrophic, and for a long time it will take us to recover. I know that. So these 2 matches are so important that I'm just trying to imagine the sort of pressures that the players are going through. I have been trying to search in history where we have been in a position such as this. It has never happened before, where we lost at home and now we are going away to go and try to retrieve it. So our players are on the verge of history. If on Friday they win this match, it will be one of the biggest victories ever. Nigerians would explode in ecstasy. If we lose it, it's going to be a catastrophe. Of course, you people know me. I'm always optimistic about the Eagles. There's no match that I have ever said the Eagles will lose. I always project them as potential victors, potential champions. Even when they go to the World Cup, they are going to win the World Cup. But in this case, we have to face reality. There's a mountain to climb, and that mountain is high. And for us to climb it, it will take a whole lot. And I don't know if we have it, but I pray that with the recent changes we have a new coach who is not putting a lot of pressure on us because expectations on him are not too high. He's not a Pep Guardiola. He's a Westerhoff who came in without any records and now achieved something great. We hope that that will replay itself during the time of Eric Chelle. That's our prayer. That because there wouldn't be that pressure on him, that he's a Guardiola, he must win. He will go there confidently and with hard work and take our players through. That's my hope. So I'm supporting them 100%.
Have them in 6 matches, and to get to the World Cup, we must win all the 6 matches. And I believe that the players are capable, and I want to wish them all the best. Starting from the match against Rwanda, they should not look back. They should go from the start to the finish, and we are all wishing them all the best. All the matches are going to be difficult. Because of this situation, and we cannot falter in any of the matches. So they have to take everything serious right from the beginning to the end.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria had their first training session on Tuesday night and on Wednesday. They currently sit in the 5th position in the World Cup qualifier Group C and are yet to win a game in the qualifying series. Similarly, Super Eagles captain William Trust Ekong emphasized the team's focus on securing a win. I was part of the last game in Kigali that ended in a draw, but this time we know we cannot afford to drop points, he said.
So everything's been good. First training session, all the boys in camp. We fired up. Of course, we know we have a big job ahead. It comes with the pressure, but I keep saying to everyone that this pressure is a privilege. So all the boys are feeling that. We're very happy to work with a new coach. He's given us a lot of new instructions. So for us, it's just to make sure that we understand what he wants from us on Friday, but we're working towards that now. These are the key moments and where you have to stand up. But none of us are afraid of that, and like I said, this pressure is a privilege for all of us. You know, it's always special when I'm here. Whenever I have to have this badge on my chest, I'm very, very happy. So being with the new coach, we tried the best to welcome him as quick as possible. He's been very clear, and yeah, what he wants from us, what he's expecting. And now it's just for us to understand it and then do the job. So like I said, I'm very happy that he's here, and he's given us a lot of information already, and we're looking forward to the game on Friday. We try to break it down into things that we can actually achieve, objectives. And I think if you just play the occasion, you're going to get lost in it. So we're trying to prepare for the game and be very objective in how we approach it, what we need to do to focus on Rwanda. Of course, we have to respect them for their position in the table. And I think we understand what they want to do. Of course, they have a new coach as well. So it's going to be a very loaded match, but we just try to break it down and focus on the things that we can control. We have 230 million plus Nigerians that are going to be our biggest fans or our biggest critics, and yeah, it's part of the game. I think all of us understand that, and most of the players have been here long enough to be able to handle that.
To other news, Cameroon were held to a shock draw away to unfancied Eswatini as African qualifier for the 2026 FIFA World Cup resumed on Wednesday. Let's join Ahmad Zango with a review of the matches played so far.
Brian Biomo came closer to breaking the deadlock for the indomitable Lions when the Brentford forward hit the woodwork with a calling effort. From distance in the first half, Eswatini are ranked 159th in the world, 110 places below the Central Africans, but were able to hold on in the second half, with Lamuli Makanya tipping a header from Cameroon captain Vincent Abubakar over the crossbar. Cameroon remained unbeaten after 5 games, but couldn't be replaced as Group D leaders before they host Libya on Tuesday next week. Elsewhere, Tunisia continued their unbeaten start with a Hartford 1-0 away win against Liberia to move 5 points clear at the top of Group H. Madagascar moved to the summit of Group I after coming from behind to win 4-1 away against Central African Republic. In Corentia Martin's first match in charge, the Icelanders lead Comoros and Ghana by a point. Thursday 28th match sees a total of 9 mouth-watering encounters taking place across the continent. Some of the fixtures to look out for include Zimbabwe playing host to Benin, Malawi welcoming the Brave Warriors of Namibia, who have had an impressive start so far, as well as Cape Verde taking on Mauritius. Later on in the evening, Libya will be home to Angola in the tightly contested Group D, while the Eagles of Mali travel to Comoros to conclude Thursday's fixtures. Match day 5 of the qualifiers conclude on Friday, 21st March, with a total of 13 fixtures taking place. Amazongo, NTA News.
Still on football, Rivers Angels continued their impeccable performance in the ongoing 2024-2025 Nigeria Women Football League NWFL after snatching the maximum point against Adamawa Queens. Let's join Ahmad Zango again for this report.
The Jewels of Rivers came from a goal down to beat the host 2-1 at the Lafayette City Stadium in the second stanza of the league, with goals coming from Tayo Afolabi, Temilade Oluwaseun on goal at the death. Elsewhere, Edo Queens got the better of Ekiti Queens with a 1-0 away win in Ilorin, while Benue Queens suffered a 4-0 loss to visiting Nigeria Tales. In Enagua, Bayelsa Queens beat Robo Queens 3-0, while Abia Angels defeated Danas Ladies 2-0 in Umuahia. Confluence Queens netted a long goal against Heartland Queens, who couldn't score any goal. Ibom Angels triumphed over Delta Queens with a 1-0 victory, while Adamawa Queens suffered a 1-2 defeat against Rivers Angels at home. Amazongo, NTA News.
Standard infrastructure and professional coaching are basic ingredients towards promoting the game of golf as a professional sport in Nigeria. The chairman, FCT Golf Association, Akabong Enebong, stated this during an exclusive interview with NTA Sport 24 in Abuja. He also gave assurance that Team FCT golfers will secure podium finishes during the National Sports Festival in May.
Major program, taking golf to schools. Like I say, I preach now that golf is now Olympic sports. And of course, to get into Olympics, you need years of training. So we are working with the Secondary School Education Board, with Director of School Sports, FCT. We're working together. We're engaging the principals, the games masters. We have taking sponsors. We're also talking to private schools. So private schools are invited. We're talking to a few private schools already. So we're taking we're arranging training programs with professionals to train these pupils so that they can grow in sports and represent Nigeria in the future in the Olympics.
Journalists should make positive use of technology and always embark on proper research in order to effectively report any sporting event. Veteran sports broadcast journalist Tunde Oregbiye stated this during his lecture with journalists in NTA Sports 24. Ahmad Zango reports that the training, which was organized by NTA Sports 24 in line with NTA New Vision, had in attendance the GM NTA Sports 24 Kayode Adeni and other members of staff from the news department.
Training focus on modern techniques of sport news gathering, which include research, application of proper tools, passion for the job, and use of technology, among others.
Whoever refuses to train, there's self-training, there's group training, Whoever refuses to train himself is dead. It's like not using your brain at all. It is very, very crucial. It is very, very vital. It is always recommended in many organizations. I don't know of any organization that doesn't like training, because the issue is you want to bring up people to understand the dynamics of what the company is all about and how to go about ensuring that you enhance, the profile of that company. To me, there's nothing more than having a very good training.
The GM NTA Sport 24 Kayode Adeni says the training is in line with NTA vision in modern news gathering. He therefore urged the participants to put into practice what they have learned from the training.
We were trying as much as possible to see that the staff in NTA Sports Channel get enough training. We are going to organize so many trainings so that they can be best, they can be better in whatever they were doing. This is what our Director General is always asking us to do. Let's give our people enough weapons to do their work. This will not only help them, it will also help the station to do better. So
the participant appreciated the initiative with assurance to translate the knowledge into practice.
So I believe with what he has given us today, with the knowledge he has shared, is going to spur us and also arm us, build our capacity to be able to work, and it will translate, most importantly, into our reporting, our programming, and all ramifications of sports broadcasting.
It's been beautiful having someone like, Tunde Oregbiye, a veteran sports broadcaster in our midst today. It gave us the rudiments of broadcasting and, of course, gave us some skills when it comes to, reportage and news gathering, everything about sports broadcasting. And, of course, we want to thank the management and staff, of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Sports, for this beautiful initiative. It's really huge, and of course we've been able to benefit from his rich wealth of experience. Not really an easy one, but he was able to go through so many things, and of course the points that he listed are points that will help us in our daily broadcasting of sports.
With the arrival of modern technology in journalistic field and the heavy use of social media and its impact on sport consumption, capacity building of sport reporters is imperative. Amazongo, NTA News.
Meanwhile, parents and guardians have been admonished to allow their wards combine education and sports. This was a submission of stakeholders at the second edition of the Progress Dynamic International Academy Inter-House Sports in Abuja. Olalekon Kilajodu has the rest of the story.
Greenhouse have emerged winners of the second edition of Progress Dynamic International Academy Inter-House Sports, which ended Wednesday at the main bowl of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. The House garnered 124 points to claim the overall trophy, closely followed by Blue House with 119 points. Red House with 95 points came third, while Yellow House sits fourth with 92 points.
bragging rights when it comes to the houses. So it means a lot to me because there's cooperation, there's teamwork, and we get to know one another.
And Inter-House Sports is an arena where everyone wants to compete and be crowned winners of the Inter-House Sports. It's a time where everyone comes out to know their capabilities physically and to know how everyone works with that team spirit and coordination to win that cup.
To me, education is not only about books, reading, stucking our heads into books. It's about also the athletic part of life. So the Inter-House Sports gives us the athletic part of life in education, which allows us to find out our potential in the sporting industry.
Well, it means a lot to students. It's an opportunity for students to showcase their raw talent. Like people who run fast, it's an opportunity for them to showcase how fast they can run. Or young people who are good at other things like relay, like races, like it's an opportunity for them to come and represent their houses.
The Inter-House Sports help to build our sportsmanship, help to increase teamwork, and help to bring students and individuals of different states, different communities, different ethnic groups and tribes together. It helps to bond and foster unity.
Parents as well as management of the school were unanimous in their call for the need for students to combine education with sports. This, they say, will accord them the variety of options in their career going forward.
The school also goes into so many extracurricular activities, including sports, and also they have associations and societies that build them up in other aspects of life. So I think the blend is good, and this is a product of well-skilled and educated, knowledgeable, resource people, right? Both the teachers and the school administration.
Beautiful outing performed by all the children, and I could see a lot of talents from these students, which will really do well in the future.
So why we are doing this is to make sure that young talents are discovered on time and at least push them to the FCT level, so that we'll be able to have young people who will also take part in sports in the future.
I'm quite impressed with the performance of the students and as well as the convergence of this particular game. We look forward to the upcoming one, which will continue to be better and better as we continue to prepare towards the coming year.
With the second edition of the school Inter-House Sports come and gone, the school say efforts are already in the pipeline for the next edition. In Abuja, Olalekan Kilajolu, NTA Sports.
Well, thank you very much, Kila, for that report. That report concludes AM Sports, the AM News this morning. It's back to Bade Adeleye for the continuation of AM Sports. I am Francis Kabile. Bye for now.
Into his path. Second game point. Absolutely fascinating. Yes, we've got real entertainment here in this one. That's better. That's the point that he needed, just to give himself the breathing space. Game point. And he has the game.
Segun Toriola, a Nigerian table tennis player, is a legend in the world of sports. Born on September 18, 1974, in Ilorin, Nigeria, he began playing table tennis at a young age and quickly showed promise. In 1992, Toriola made his Olympic debut in Barcelona, representing Nigeria. Over the years, he continued to improve and participate in every subsequent Summer Olympics. By 2008 in Beijing, he had already competed in 5 Olympics, matching the record for any African athlete. His dedication and skill earned him a spot in the London 2012 Olympics, and then again in Rio 2016, making him the first African to compete in 7 Olympic Games. Throughout his career, Toriola's sportsmanship, perseverance, and love for table tennis inspired many young athletes in Nigeria and across Africa. Even though he never won an Olympic medal, his achievements and the barriers he broke made him a true champion in the hearts of many.
Spot is open in the semi-finals, and one of these men
Alright, we've come to the end of the show today. I want to thank you for hanging out with us. Let's remind you again that the match between Rwanda and Nigeria will be very much live on NTA. So, you know, we always go all the way, you know, to make sure that you see all those matches. And this one will be no different. So join us on Friday evening for that particular encounter. And of course, AM Sports returns on Friday morning for the Thank God It's Friday edition.